Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Upper Peninsula for round 4 of Special Stage Pro Truck Season 2. We are here at Bark River International Raceway for our second traditional short course round of the season. I am Olivia Hayward. I'm thrilled to be bringing you all of the action for tonight's race, and alongside me, as always, is the wonderful James Watson.
Hi, Liv. Cannot wait for this one. Like you said, this is the second traditional course on this schedule and the first time that Special Stage has been to Bark River. So for those not as exposed to the jumpy truck world, it's their first opportunity to take a look at this phenomenal racing circuit.
Yeah, and of course, top of the timesheet, no spoilers, Connor Barry and Josh Edmondson, two of the Black Stripe drivers in the series. But before we get to that, we should talk about last week's race. Now, we did have a little bit of a thermal club moment there. The hot Spanish sun kind of melted our broadcast equipment. But we are back, and James is here to talk us through exactly what happened last time out at that no track limits road course.
Yeah, everything happened, honestly. Zach Fuller was able to get the win in both races. Unfortunately, Cody Meadows crossed the line in first in race 2, but was not able to clear his slowdown before the finish line. So it gave him a cutting the course black flag, dropping him well down the running order, and Cody was absolutely heartbroken about it, and I don't blame him. Tom Behemoth was having a fantastic run of form last week, getting second in both races, and was out in front unchallenged for most of race 2 until Zach Fuller was able to run him down. And Steve Barnett was able to stay alive in the chaos and bring home third place in race 2. We saw a whole mess of chaos, and it was definitely a bummer to miss out on. Olivia, are you still there?
Hello, I am back. Yeah, I mean, was coming from that Navarro race, because Zach Fuller took the sweep, it vaulted to second in the points, and only about 1.5 race wins behind Josh Edmondson. So we'll see what he can do there, whether the 58 just continues to do what the 58 has been doing all season to this point.
Yeah, it's going to be a titanic scrap between him and Connor Berry for the race wins tonight, and it really shows you how important it is to win races in this league. You know, the points difference from winning to even finishing second is massive, so if you want a challenge for the lovely Crochet Championship trophies, you got to bring home the dubs.
You sure do, and speaking of those wonderful Crochet trophies, they are our title sponsor for this week, Yo-Yo Crochet. Again, trophies given out to every champion of the league, shipped all around the world, which is quite wonderful. And I believe if you are based in the United States, you can go over to that Etsy shop and pick up a few other wonderful crocheted trinkets for yourself. Josh Edmonds has got to have might need to order a crocheted bag to hold all the crochet trophies at some point. You've got to think.
No kidding. He's that one scene from SpongeBob where they open SpongeBob's award closet in just crochet form. And I want a stop motion in crochet version of that clip.
And the rest.
Somebody make it so.
The rest of the lead is that scene from Fairly Odd Parents. This is where I'd put the trophy if I had one.
Oh man,
Then top,
it's one of my favorite bits from the show.
top of charts this time, not Edmondson. He was about half a tenth away, but it was Connor Barry. Again, two world championship drivers in this lead, and then, of course, Sean Winkler also above 9,000 iRating. It is a very wide field spread, but a very strong field. Especially showing out for these races that are sort of the bread and butter of this championship. And so we'll start with Josh Edmondson, who is getting going right now. As in, we have not quite got the paints that we need, so I'll get that sorted here during qualifying. But it is Josh Edmondson about to take us through for a lap of Bark River International, and this is a track that I've not seen too much of, and so it'll be very interesting to see exactly the line and how you attack each of these corners.
Bark River is a fantastic place to run. It's one of my favorite tracks. You've got a massive selection of different corner types and ways you have to attack it. Like here, this is one big continuous sweeper. So you really got to find your exit point as best as you can and just carry as much speed. And then right here, you gotta be real close, getting too close to the grass. Otherwise, if you hit the grass, you're actually gonna cop yourself a slowdown. And the tabletop, this is the bane of everyone's existence because of that right there. Plus, if you, for whatever reason, going over the tabletop in the line that Edmondson was running, oftentimes your suspension kind of digs into the embankment and it triggers a 0x contact, which invalidates your lap. You're not actually hitting anything. You're not hitting a wall, but because it thinks you're hitting it with whatever part of the suspension is hitting the ground, it triggers that and ends your lap time. It's absolutely infuriating for all of us. But yeah, it's so difficult trying to get the truck aimed for this next corner. Often, like you'll see with Edmondson, he landed wrong and it just kind of shot him up towards the wall. And right here, oh man, you're going up a massive off-camber crest. You have no idea where you're going, where you're landing. You basically have to set up your landing as you're going over that jump. And if you turn in a little too early, you're gonna clip the hill next to it and you're gonna just go barrel rolling. It is a difficult corner, and I imagine we're gonna see a few trucks tumbling here. And this little chicane section, it's another blind apex in a way, because you're kind of jumping down and you're not quite sure where the truck is gonna land. So you can cut it too close to that embankment right there on the apex, clip it, and again send yourself barrel rolling off of the track. The amount of times I have done that here, I cannot count with it's way too many to count, unfortunately, and a lot of those still hurt.
And Edmondson having a nightmare, I think, picked up that 0x on lap number 2. So he's to be starting from the tail end in race number 1. We used to seeing him at the back of the field for the second race with the invert, but a rare mistake from Josh is going to potentially route the red carpet for the likes of Connor Barry and Tom Monheimus, as well as Sean Winkler in third. Only 4 trucks into the 114s here. Great lap times for them all. And then Edmondson's starting from all the way down in 22nd place here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be good practice for Edmondson when he has to start at the back again for the full field invert on race 2. Because, yeah, let's be real, Josh is still probably going to finish in the top 3 for tonight.
Yeah, again, 12 laps to work with. It's quite a wide track, a lot wider than the likes of Wild West Motorsports Park. But that is going to wrap up our qualifying session here today, and it is going to be the 0-2 sat on the pole position. So let's have a look at that starting lineup as we get ready to go racing here at Bark River. It is going to be Connor Barry taking the pole position with Tom Manheimus in the Pro 2 machinery now, showing his pace on the outside of pole. Then we have directly behind Sean Winkler and Zach Amspacher. Again, 4 trucks in the 114s. Great job from all of them. And then Joey Herbie, Cody Meadows, Greg Johnson, Paul Mikulajczyk, Richard Watkins, and Joshua Heedy round out your top 10.
And then we have Trevor Teal in the 72 and Matt Schlosser in the 400 on row 6. Zach Fuller, last week's sweeper, in the 100, and Cyprian Stoll in the 68 on row 7. Row 8 features Milan Lakovic and Andrew Watkins. We got the 151 of Stephen Barnett and the 24 of Stephen Thompson on row 9. 7085 of Craig Peterson and the 98 of Victor Aldrich round out the top 20. Joey Kirk in the 37 and our points leader Josh Edmondson in the 58 on row 11. David Holdren in the 524 and Joshua Matacek in the 60 on row 12. And rounding out the field, Bryce Hudson making his debut in the 310.
And I think we are getting ready to go, and there is the launch. Connor Barry gets a bad jump. Oh, he's waiting. He's waiting for Edmondson.
Oh my goodness.
So we focus forward. Sean Windler to the race lead with Tom Manheimus behind. I mean, that is just wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute treat to see these two make their way up through the field.
You see Manheimus running at the front of the field here, chasing down Sean Winkler. Zach Amspacher feeling a little bit of pressure, but they're side by side for the race lead.
Oh.
Tom to try it around the outside, can't quite make it happen, but Amspacher is in a world of hurt down into 5th place.
Oh, man. Oh, no, they're almost 4 wide right now. This is madness. I don't even think the gate's wide enough. Oh, man. Oh, it's someone just ate the curb right there. I think it might have been Herbie.
Updates on Edmondson and Barry up into 18th and 19th right now. But we focus at the front of the field because this is absolute carnage up here.
Hey Liv, can you click back on the stream? It's kind of being blocked with another window that's making it hard to see.
So there you go.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so far a lot cleaner than I was expecting, which is saying a lot considering everything we've seen so far. But everyone is still on their wheels, which doesn't always happen at Bark River. Like I said, right there, you see how you're kind of jumping right on that embankment that I was explaining at the beginning. Oh, it's such a nightmare if you clip it.
Yeah, okay.
That's the thing. You're basically flying blind. Ooh. Oh, there's Lakovic hitting the berm and getting shot over. Oh, he's going to have good position going over the whoop section, trying to fight with Edmondson, and he gets turned. Connor Barry nowhere to go. Gets him around.
That is a 1-2 punch you do not want in your rearview mirror. It pays off badly for Lakovic.
Yeah. Oh, we got a truck around. Oh, there's a big pileup. Oh, Joshua Heegee's whirling over. And Edmondson was caught up in that. I think Edmondson lost a lot of spots because of it.
He still needs to park there, needs to try and get around it. We'll have a look back at that incident on board with Josh Edmondson. Here is the replay.
Hiji's truck is demolished.
And it's that tabletop. It's so tricky. It just seems to bottle up at the.
Actually, I think this might be after the
Ooh, okay.
after the incident.
We'll roll back a bit further then.
Yeah. Okay. Now we should be on it. Yeah. There's a massive stack up. Higi gets turned, and Edmondson able to get around it. Wow. I thought I saw him get all the way up in the middle of that, but it looked like he was. Oh my goodness! There's another pileup going on right now.
Oh. Oh, and Zach Fuller's wrecked. He's not going to go 3 in a row.
Yeah, that truck is smoking. What in the world happened?
Oh, and it's oh
my
it's
goodness!
Number 2.
Oh, it's Edmondson and Barry. No, it's Terratier and Connor Barry. My bad. I saw the channel 199 logo on the side. Man, what happened?
Oh, he gets taken out by Trevor Teal from deep on the inside.
Oh, friendly fire.
Nothing I do, I change my number because I might have Connor Barry knocking on the door of my house soon.
Goodness gracious, and Zach Fuller, the innocent bystander, he got the worst of that incident. He was the last to arrive on scene.
We thought everyone had gone to the Pro 2 truck, but it seems like Fuller hopping back into a Pro 2 light for the rest of this race. Edmondson up to the 8th position, trying around the outside of Richard Watkins here. And he's going to keep the nose at the right rear. But it's the gate, you got to be careful, don't get pushed out too wide.
Whoa! Richard Watkins, he is not afraid.
That was a fantastic move.
Incredible. He sees the black label right behind him, and he is not scared.
And you see now Edmondson trying to set it up any way he can. Where is the move going to come? Is it going to be down into this sweeping left-hander? He's going to give the bumper.
Yeah. Oh, yep. He gives a little shot to the 343. Watkins still having a magnificent defensive line. And he hit the berm. Oh, I highlighted it for a reason. I knew it was going to be rearing its ugly head. Thankfully, he keeps it on the wheels. Wasn't that violent, but it's still going to cost him that battle with Edmondson.
Yeah, we have a hornet's nest down here in the back half of the field. It's Connor Barry who's really feeling the worst of it. Started in first, but of course dropped back. We've got the 15, or the 151 of Stephen Barnett stopped there. He does rolling again. And Connor Barry tried the business to Lakovic, who has been through the walls a little bit as well, with Trevor Teal right behind, looking to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, Trevor Teal, one of the higher ups at Channel 199 Sim Racing. Good friend of mine too. It's been a while since I've seen Trevor, and oh my goodness, that was some hard side-to-side contact with the 15.
And he went forwards. That's not what you want to do there.
No, I think he's stuck.
I think that's game over.
Yep. Phew.
Josh Edmondson now trying to catch up to the back of Joey Herbie, who is in a fight with Zach Amsbacher for 5th place right now. You can see the 22 and the 53 battling side by side, with Edmondson just lurking, closing in. Our top 4 still in a group. They're doing the smart thing, I think, and working together. Not really putting too much bumper to bumper, and they have built a nice 10-second gap to this group here for 5th place.
Yeah, that's 13.5 seconds. That's a hefty gap, even for Edmondson. it's gonna take some absolute heaters for him to catch up this group.
They saw Cody hit the wall there. He might get unsettled again through this corner. Oh my goodness!
Oh, no! Oh, he got the berm and said, "Fly, be free."
He holds on to fourth position. He holds on to the truck, crucially, but could have very easily come up on the roof, pretty much, from that one.
Absolutely, very lucky escape.
Connor Barry's up to 10th position now, just got past Matt Schlosser. The group behind still fighting as aggressively as ever. We got Stoll, Motorcheck, Kirk, Teal, and then Lakovic holding on as well. This is where all the action has been today, and I don't think it showed any signs of stopping.
Absolutely not. Motorcheck side by side with Kirk. Oh. He got 5 laps to go.
Ooh. Nearly a swipe from Kirk again on Motorcheck, but they keep a hold of it. Now it's Trevor Teal trying to get around that number 37. I do think it's one of those situations where you've got to try and go because of the pressure that's being put on from behind. Seeing a lot more sort of aggressive moves from Joey here.
Yeah, time's running out. We're only 5 to go. And, you know, laps go by quickly here.
Joey's left the inside open. Kurt is going to be there. He's going to give a little nudge to the quarter panel. Trying to settle for move, but gets onto the berm. Kurt manages to pull away a little bit longer. This is a fight for 5th place, and Edmondson has gotten around Herbie now. Has Zach Amspacher to try and close into, and then maybe, if he can focus forward and get this move done quickly, could have a shot at Cody for 4th place by the end of this one. Barry eyeing up Richard Watkins for 9th, but still a couple seconds away from that fight.
Yeah, he battled with one Black Label driver. Now he has to battle with another one.
I think you only think you sign up for that once per weekend, but I guess they're getting the double feature for this one.
Yay! I'm sure they're all thrilled with having to deal with not one legend but 2. Connor, of course, the reigning iRacing off-road world champion.
I think if there's a championship on dirt that turns right, Josh has won it at least once.
Yeah, and
37.
Man,
Going for the razzle dazzle.
No, they made contact! And Teal's gonna get the move done because of it. Oh! Edmondson making contact with Amspacher. Man, that could have been deadly for both.
Yeah, I think I saw the 22 try and get back to Josh there, but just couldn't quite get it done. And then as soon as he was there, he's gone half second up the road, hoping to try and get a piece of Cody Meadows by the end of this one. But it's going to be very, very tricky indeed. And Matt Schlosser's up on the fence.
Matt, you can't park there. Oh no, our benevolent overlord, what happened to him? And he jumped the cushion. Got her stuck on the bales, the hay bales. I don't know if they're hay bales. They don't behave like hay bales.
Going for a good starting spot in race 2 with that move, I think. Oh my god, we're focused on this battle ahead, but Kirk and Teal are still throwing haymakers at each other.
Man, they're gonna be sick of each other for after this.
It's 2 laps to go at the line for this group. The lead group already taken that signal from race control. Again, it's this move through this long sweeper coming up. It can be so difficult to get right, but it's such a short run from there to the line that I almost think you need to force a major mistake there if it's on the final lap. It looks like Teal's managing to focus forward away from Kirk and on towards Sip Stoll now.
And that's why you're seeing the elbows out, because a lot of these corners, it gives a massive opportunity for those on the outside to kind of throttle up, carry the momentum, and hold on to the position. So unless they get out of your way, it's going to be difficult to pull that move off. So that's why you're seeing a lot of argy-bargy out there, because it kind of is the only way you can be assured that the move gets pulled off. Otherwise, you're going to spend 3 laps trying to fight for it.
White flag in the air. Winkler, 3.5 seconds up the road. There's the battle between the 007 and the 150 for second place here. Johnson been sat behind all race long, but now it is time to live and let die and go for the move on the final lap.
And there's pun number 1 of tonight.
I'm out of practice. It's been weeks since I've managed to find one of those.
I know. Behemoth's doing a good job holding off the 150. Oh, Greg jumps the cushion. And speaking of jumping the cushion, Stephen Thompson stuck in the fence on the tabletop.
One more. This one I think may have been very similar to what we saw from Matt. Yeah, solo spin. We cut back though because Sean Winkler coming through the final sector here. Don't want to miss this battle. Winkler wins by 4 seconds at the line. Von Hymas will hold on, die another day and hold on for second place with Greg Johnson in third. Then we have Cody Meadows, who fell away from the pack, taking home fourth, and Edmondson from 22nd on the grid recovers into the top 5.
Yeah, unbelievable performance for Edmondson and Barry to get back up there, and just a dominating run by Sean Winkler too.
Here is the battle we've been watching all day. Teal trying to find a way around Motorcheck for that 10th position. We'll see if he's able to get it done here. But it looks like the drag race to the line is won by Joshua Motorcheck, who gained 13 positions in that one. So making similar moves to Edmondson for the top 5. It'll be Ansbacher, Herbie, Barry, Watkins, and Motorcheck round out the top 10. With Teal, Stoll, Kirk, Aldrich, Peterson, and Lakovic, your final lead lap finishers. I'm a little bit nervous for this race start now, because you've got a lot of groups that have traded some dirt at this point, and they're now all to be bunched up together again for another standing start. We saw how chaotic it got on lap 1 last time, so with the invert playing a factor, this could get tricky.
Yeah, we're gonna be in for a time. That's all I can really say. The flip count was lower than what I thought it was gonna be. I get the feeling that it will probably be right around what I expect it to be for this one. Oh my goodness, there was already some calamity in this warm-up session.
Oh!
Yeah. I think the 15's dead.
The 310's not feeling too great either.
Liquid death in more ways than one. Just like your comment about the Matt Slosher tribute turn.
Yeah, suggestion for this final corner to be masonry. Saw some suggestions. Stephen Thompson suggested 4 different horseshoe names, which I don't think we're ever keeping track of that one.
Horseshoes have names?
Well, the suggestions were big horseshoe, uphill horseshoe, little horseshoe, and square horseshoe. And I don't think that last one is a real thing. But I guess the other 3, you can have horseshoes of different sizes.
It's a weird horse to be needing that many different shoes.
I mean, having 4 of them is normal. It's just them all being different that's a bit strange.
In different sizes, that's where the issue is.
We were talking about the fact that I cannot find any official corner names for this track. Of course, we head over to Wisconsin for Crandon in a couple of weeks' time. They've got plenty of fun and strange names over there. What, that shares a name of a corner with Zandvoort, of all places, with Tarzan?
Yeah, go figure that one. Not what most people had on their bingo card.
I guess there's a fair bit of banking in certain corners at Crandon as well, so it fits better than you might expect. We successfully filled 3 minutes, and we are going to get the trucks lined back up once again for the second race, the full field invert, which is going to be very interesting indeed. And this is actually dealt in pretty well for Zach Fuller, who is going to line up on the front row out of this one. Holding on the pole, Heedy and Watkins on row number 2. The trucks look out for Winkler at the very tail end of the field. Hymus, Johnson, Meadows, Edmondson, all charging from the 20s. Trevor Teal from 15th, Connor Barry from 18th. Some of the other heavy hitters that we expect to see move their way through. But we have some strong names at the front who could really do a little bit of damage. And in fact, I think Holdren might be practice only, and so we're going to see potentially Zach Fuller start from pole position.
Yeah.
We are going.
Good. Oh, not that good of a jump from Fuller. Here comes Heege. Oh, they're side by side. They're making contact. Oh, we got a couple trucks off already. Oh no, we got the 310 getting turned around in front of the field. Another truck getting turned in front of the field.
And chaos already.
Oh man, look at this massive humanity.
Craig Peterson, Bryce Hudson catching the worst of that, it looks like. But we are still battling up the road. We've got Lakovic catching, I mean, some of everything, it feels like.
Oh, Connor Berry's sending it up. Oh, we're 3 wide. Oh, I don't even know where everyone's going at this point. We're all kinds of wide.
And Stoll and Teal picking up right where they left off with some contact. So we got Inspector Johnson behind in a similar spot in the battle for the race lead.
We got Winkler going around. Zach Fuller retakes the lead. Here comes Mikolajczyk.
We'll catch up on...
Oh, we got someone caught in one of the inner fences. Think they towed.
It's like Craig Peterson part of the worst of it as well.
And someone cut through the grass.
Oh my god, we're 4 wide across the jump. And that's going to be bad. Thompson's going to be chucked wide again, and this time gets spun to the inside.
Oh, they collect Victor Aldridge. Oh, look at all the chaos. What is this? We're 4 wide.
222's up and over.
Oh, someone's caught in the fence. You can't park there. Oh, that looks obscene. Oh, we're gonna be 3 wide over the chicane. Oh, Lakovic gets turned. He saves it. I don't even know who's where or what.
Stoll is not finding the best of any of this right now. We got a 3-truck group at the front. Mikulaitis worked his way forwards with Heedy and Fuller. They just need to run. They need to do what happened in race 1, get away from this, but they're going almost 3 wide through the chicane section here. Meanwhile, we've got...
Oh, Edmondson gets turned around. I think Victor Aldrich is bringing it down pit road. Oh, no. Oh,
you can't
Victor,
part there
no.
either. We still have a big group here. Johnson gonna give a little bit of a nudge to Lakovic there. They keep it slightly neater than we've seen the previous couple laps. And now the crossover move from the 150 gets to the inside here. And a little bit of a nudge to clear. Great move there. And now Teal on the back of Lakovic as well.
Meanwhile, Connor Berry up the P4.
Meadows has Winkler behind, has Winkler had Herbie behind. Teal just got through. He's doing a little bit of business back to the 720. Oh, and who's that stop? That's Watkins.
Oh,
Watkins
my goodness.
is stopped and around. There's a truck flipped as well. And how has that happened?
I don't know.
Oh, and catches the 151, I think, of Stephen Barnett. He's the truck that went up and over. My goodness.
I'm running out of superlatives to use to talk about this. I think
we may have determined
go on.
I've been determined that yellows might not be in play here because we might have seen one if they were.
Yeah, but I think that would have just caused more yellows. You know, cautions breed cautions and something or other.
Yeah, maybe we need to run half them the other way at that point, you know?
The only adjectives I have left to use are words I can't say on air.
Biggest movers here. Connor Bowie is up into 2nd place. He's gotten through everything here. Tom Manheimus up from 23rd on the grid, 5th place now. We've got Greg Johnson, Sean Winkler all up double digits. Barry trying to line up Mikulaitis here, went 1.2 seconds faster last time by. That is going to be a very aggressive move sooner rather than later. Meanwhile, Heedy going for the podium. Zach Fuller, I think, does not want to give anything up after how race 1 went. And he's going to have to back off for the time being. And Greg Johnson making some fantastic moves through the field. Up now into 7th place.
Yeah, Greg is doing fantastic tonight. Wouldn't surprise me to see that 150 put on the podium again in this race. But he's still got a lot of work left to do. A lot of work for Edmondson.
Goes for the crossover on Meadows, who tried to defend, go for a bit of a slide. And the 199 gets through. That truck has seen better days, but it is still charging through up into the 12th position now. And Meadows is going to get turned in this next corner.
Oh, no!
Collects Herbie, I think that might have been.
Also, I think there might have been some sort of issue with Fuller and Mahimis because they were only a couple seconds off of Mikulaitis and Barry, and now they're almost 10 seconds back, and Greg Johnson is right on them now. I don't know if there was some sort of incident going on that we didn't see, but it cost them an unbelievable amount of time.
Oh, and Voller catches the berm run. Johnson gets into him. He's going to try and hold it. Nearly gets shipped over the berm on the left-hand side. Schlosser's there. Winkler is there to pressure this fight as well. Can Greg Johnson get through before? No!
Oh, contact!
Oh,
Schlosser and Winkler.
Matt,
No! Matt's caught on another fence.
You can't do it twice in a row.
No! Our benevolent overlord.
And just catches the jump wrong. And Winkler's nose is right there to spin off. He's still stuck. Needs someone to push him out of the fence, but we've got a live racetrack here. Johnson did get through 5th place in that melee. Winkler now on the back of Zach Fuller, our pole sitter, trying to shuffle him through. Manheimus has been passed by Heedy here, it looks like, but they are holding each other up big time. And while we watch all of these fights, while we watch the 007 slot right to the inside, not give the bumper, keeping it nice and clean right now. Oh no!
Oh my goodness! Oh, and that's Barry and Mikolajczyk! 1 and 2! Wreck going for the lead!
Connor's on the wrong
Connor
side of the
Berry,
racetrack here. Touches
he is.
that. That's solid, Connor.
He got caught in one of the Marshall stands. This is for the lead now. What happened?
Connor was half a second back. He was trying to set a move up. And it's the
no.
gate.
Paul got the gate. Oh no. And it sent Barry off. Oh. What in the world? Oh, Paul, no.
Connor's still around that post. Oh, he's just doing donuts now. He's done with this one.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies.
And that promotes Manheimus to the lead, who I think got around Heedy with that. Now Heedy's got the pressure from Johnson, Winkler, Edmondson behind. And with 5 laps to go, this race turned on its head once again after Connor Barry gets caught up with Paul Mikolajczyk, who is down in pit lane, it looks like.
And Edmondson is P5, less than 3 seconds behind. Look at that. Where did he come from? He was facing the wrong way.
I mean, that's normal for dirt trucks. That, you get used to that once or twice a race. He's got so much traffic to cut through here, though. And it's strong drivers. Winkler up 20 positions. Jonathan up 19. Joshua Heedy's been here the whole time. And then Tom Manheimus up 22 to the race lead. And currently being let to break away as they fight 2 by 2 behind.
Yeah, everyone in the top 5 but Manheimus, former special stage winners. And a couple overall championships in off-road racing with Johnson and Edmondson. It's a good move by Winkler to slip by Johnson, and now he's going to try to run Manheimus down.
Yeah, he got shuffled in that by Edmondson. Couldn't really go anywhere with the truck side by side ahead, but now Johnson under immense pressure from Edmondson for that 3rd position. And then 4 laps to go. Gonna be 3 pretty soon, I think. Manheimus has a 3-second lead and has been running 1:15s. Set his fastest lap last time by. He knows the assignment. He is just trying to put pedal to the metal and leave too much of a gap for these drivers to overcome.
Oh, Edmondson trying to look to the inside of Johnson. Gonna be side by side going over the jump. Edmondson's gonna have positioning. Can Johnson keep the front of that 150 to the inside? Edmondson slides wide. Here comes Johnson. Oh, Gray gives a little bit of a hip check. Edmondson trying to send it to the inside. Oh, he slips. Johnson will take the position back.
And I think the problem there was that he tried to leave a little bit of room to avoid contact down at that horseshoe. and just dipped the rear tires into that sort of deeper dirt that just bogged the truck down on acceleration. And that's what let Johnson get the run back through. Winkler starting to break away from this group. He might have a shot at Manheimers before this race ends. We will see whether he can close down that 2-second gap and have an opportunity to try and make an overtake. Meanwhile, Johnson and Edmondson in an all-out brawl for 4th place, with Joshua Heedy hoping to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, that gap to Mahimus, it's starting to come down. Oh, that's not a good line through the whoop section from Johnson. That launched him offline, and Edmondson's gonna clear.
And finally gets the move done. He's gonna have to maybe do a bit defensive here, but thinks better of it, knows he can just take his normal line. He's got 4 seconds up to Manheimers. Winkler has just 1.5 seconds as we come through the final corner. Tom had a bit of a slow lap last time by. Can he find an improvement this time? It's a slight jump, but it's still 0.7 of a second that Winkler gained on that last lap. 2 to go. I think Winkler's going to be there on the final lap. He's just going to make sure he gets that move done efficiently without giving Tom a chance to get a shot back at him.
Yeah, at the rate Winkler's going, he's gonna be in striking distance on that final lap.
In this battle for 6th place, we still have a huge group here. Herbie, Kirk, Fuller, Teal, Watkins fighting for the back half of the top 10. Just can't seem to get anything done right now. But a bad run from Herbie. Kirk might have a chance. And the gap gets closed off. This is going to be one hell of a finish. And Tom has had a great lap this time by, in fact, keeping that gap kind of steady to Sean Winkler. He is going to take the white flag here. Straightens out the truck before the jump. It's 1.5 seconds this time. And he actually gained 0.2 on Winkler last time by.
Yeah, clutch lap. Absolutely clutch lap from Mahimus to get himself a good chunk of breathing room. Oh no! Oh, Teal gets turned over the jump. Oh, poor Trevor Teal.
I mean, he gave a nudge to Richard Watkins there. That snapped Watkins around against the gate and back into him. That was a really awkward incident between the two of them. They're going to keep fighting through this final lap. Fuller and Kirk are going for a huge battle here still.
Yeah, real quick, Watkins actually slowed up to let Teal catch up so they can continue the battle. So fair play from Watkins for that.
Yeah, we love to see that sort of thing in dirt racing. And the other thing we love to see, started in 23rd position, has Sean Winkler hanging all the way through. But Tom Manheimers will take the checkered flag and wins here at Bark River. Winkler will come home in 2nd, up 22. Edmondson up 17 for 3rd. Craig Johnson up 18 for 4th position. The invert really played true here for some of these drivers. We'll see how this fight continues. Watkins actually gets around Lakovic at the end of the race, and it's Teal and Stoll, like it was in race 1, side by side, to the line. In the end, Trevor holds on by just 1/10 of a second.
Oh, fantastic run from Tom Mahimus. The 007 truck. Well, we can call him winner. Race winner.
Let's have a look at those final race results here from Bark River. Your feature winner is going to be the 007 by 1.5 seconds. Tom Manheimers takes the win. Winkler and Edmondson round out your podium. Combined iRacing for those two of 19,000. And Tom was able to withstand the pressure. Greg Johnson and Joshua Heedy behind. And then Herbie, Fuller, Kurt Motorcheck, and Thompson round out your top 10. It's Cody Meadows in 11th with Richard Watkins, Layden Lakovic, Trevor Teal, and Sibren Stoll under a blanket for the back half of the top 15. And then Victor Aldrich rounds out your lead lap finishers. Matt Schlosser finds the fence for the second time in as many races. He'll come home 17th in the spare truck, with Zach Amsbacher joining him one lap down. And then Paul Mikolajczyk and Connor Barry both caught up in that battle for the race lead. They will finish in 19th and 20th, with Stephen Barnett, Andrew Watkins, Bryce Hudson, and Craig Peterson, your other retirements from tonight's race.
Whew. That was... Again, I don't have the words to describe what we watched tonight. That was a show. Whatever word you want to put before show is up to you, but yeah, I'm just wow.
So should we take our race 1 winner first here, and then hop over? A pair of 1-2s from tonight as well. Great work from both drivers. But let's have a quick chat with Sean Winkler, who took first place in race 1 and then a second place finish in that second reverse grid race.
Yeah, I can't believe it. What a race. What a night.
Of course, race 1 made maybe a little bit simpler by the qualifying performance of Edmondson, and then Connor Barry looking to chase him down at the back end of the field, but of course still had to fend off some strong competition at the front. I mean, talk us through that first race and then how much more chaotic race 2 was.
Yeah, the first race, unfortunately, Josh, I guess, didn't have his best qualifying session, so that definitely helped me out. And as soon as I got around Tom and Connor wanted to battle back there, I just kind of had to make sure I hit all my marks and just kind of keep it straight and not make many mistakes and finish where I finished. So that was good. And then, yeah, P2 starting from the dead back on the tabletop was insane. Trying to drive through the whole field was really next level. So, you know, I got spun out once. I was like, oh man, I'm cooked. Turned it around, kind of kept digging and made some passes and kind of drove through the front. But Tom Mahemius is pretty quick, so I didn't quite have enough to get him there at the finish. I think I finished about a second and a half back on him. So good on him for getting the win there.
Real quick, Sean, you said that race was absolutely next level. Would you say it was next level racing?
I would say it's next level racing. Yes, for sure. And that's what these races are all about, you know, just going to the next level. So this was definitely next level racing out here. It was fun. Yeah, James, absolutely.
So I would ask if you had any sponsors to shout out. I think you may have already covered that one, but if there's anything else you want to say to the fans at home.
Well, I got obviously a big shout out to Racecraft Academy for letting me drive with them in this truck. It's really fun driving with those guys and Josh and everybody, and good to see Teal out here. Obviously, Next Level Racing, big shout out to them. They're great. I have the haptic seat pad, and it's awesome. You can feel the rumble and everything, so that's great. Real Broker, my brokerage. If you want to buy a house out here in Seattle, I'm your guy. And you guys for putting on a broadcast. Great broadcast. We love watching it back. It's super fun. And Matt for putting on this league. Really, really fun league. Great to race out here. A lot of good competition. Amazing turnout. 25 drivers tonight. So it was a spicy one and fun to do. Yeah, really have had a fun time out here tonight, guys.
Well, thank you for putting on our show, and we'll see you next time out.
My pleasure. Hope to see you soon. Yep. See you guys.
That was race 1 winner, Sean Winkler. We move on to the second race, and James is standing by with the man with the Midas touch, Tom and Hymus.
Hello. Well, Tom, James in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, this is our first time talking with you, and man, what an absolutely phenomenal job tonight. take us through your night so far.
So I mean, I wasn't expecting to be up front. First time driving this car was yesterday night. Well, car and track, sorry. Qualified P2, so was pretty confident. I know Josh got 0x both his laps, so he would have been up there. But yeah, race one just kept it clean. Finished behind Sean, and then starting from the back, didn't know what was going to happen in race two, and managed to climb my way up.
Yeah, that next to last lap in race two, that was one of the clutchest laps we've seen in the series. You know, Sean was starting to get a little closer, and then you just dropped an absolute heater to just kind of stave him off a bit and get yourself a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, I thought I had to push it a bit more. You know, I didn't want him to get within the second. I was slow coming through turn 9. I didn't want him to have a chance into the last section on the last lap, so had to lay a lap down and broke away a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, obviously you're new to the series, but man, I gotta tell you, you've been on an absolute phenomenal run of form as of late. The last few weeks have also been really good for you. Take us through just learning this truck and just getting better and getting on the level of some of the best out there.
It's quite difficult to learn sometimes, some places. I've come from Pro 2 Lite. I think I'm fast there. The step up in power is a bit challenging, and all of the fully dirt tracks I'm used to racing on the Rallycross. But yeah, the extra power, just controlling the slides. You can let it slide a bit more than the light. Yeah, it's a very fun car. I enjoy it.
Yeah, and we're seeing that so far. A fantastic job tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you like to give?
I shout out Bennett Racing, so the team I'm in, and then shout out TG Power Sports.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, Tom, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Hopefully. See you, James. See you, Olivia.
That was race 2 winner, and again 1-2 on the weekend. Tom Manheimer's great run for the 007 there. We are now going to pull in a driver who, despite everything, still had a pretty decent weekend. Josh, first of all, we got to ask, what happened in qualifying?
Oh, I X'd both my laps. I hit the bank on the first one, and then the second one, I don't know if I got it off the flyaway jump or where. I just looked up and I saw the X, and so yeah, none of my laps counted.
Of course, it put you at the tail end of the field for race 1, which is
Yeah.
maybe a little bit unfamiliar to you. Connor decided to join you there, and I'd say you had a bit of a better fortune than he did on that reversed grid run, getting it through for a top 5, which was just enough to put you right back in the blender for race number 2.
Yeah. It was chaos all night long, but that made it fun actually. You know, just battling the whole time. The second race was a little rough. I definitely didn't like getting wrecked a few times there, but it was kind of funny, you know, being dead last and calling my way back up, then dead last again, and then just laughing. So yeah, it was fun though, just battling all night long. Everybody was trying really hard, so yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So yeah, I mean, just talk us through that battling that you did have. Of course, coming through the field, the priority is trying to get the moves done sort of as quickly as possible to not hold yourself up and let you get to the truck ahead. But if you give it a little bit too aggressive, then you can often expect another driver to try and ship you back and cost you both a bit more time. How do you try and balance that aggression on a reverse grid run like that?
Oh man, it's almost like that one was luck of the draw because there was so much chaos. Like a couple times I made up a bunch of spots by picking the right move, and then another time I picked the wrong spot and ended up spun off the track because there was like 3 or 4 guys wide and another guy got spun. So, I mean, you just got to try and have good racecraft. Just, you know, see what's unfolding ahead of you and try and pick the right line. But man, with that many trucks going everywhere, it's kind of luck of the draw a lot of the time. And then, some guys don't want to leave room. They're going to drive you off the track, so you got to know who those guys are and be aware of that. So, yeah, there's a lot to it. It's definitely a lot of things going on at once.
I think we might
You got
have
me?
momentarily lost Olivia.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, once again, another fantastic performance from you, Josh. All things considered, any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you like to give?
Yeah. Thanks, James. Shout out you guys for putting on the broadcast. Matt putting on the league. This has been fun for sure. And yeah, everybody on the team, Channel 199 Sim Racing, Pimax VR, and Racecraft.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Josh, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yep, possibly. We'll see you.
All right, and there is points leader Josh Edmondson, and we had Greg Johnson in the waiting room, but I don't know where he went.
I'll see if I can chase him down. So of course, Greg, our final podium finisher, also with 2 top 5s on the night. So great work from the 150 to cut through. And I'm sure you especially would like to yap a little bit with Greg.
Yeah, you can say that.
We were talking about the points just now. Edmondson still holds on to that points lead. It is Sean Winkler now holding on to second place after a fantastic run. And Tom Manheimer's up into third. It's a great battle actually for that second position with Winkler, Manheimers, Fuller and Johnson all within about 150 points. And as a reminder, it is 250 for a race win here. The top of the standings looking much like the Formula 1 point system, but multiplied by 10. So
yeah,
that should give you an idea of how wide a gap you can close if things go well. And we've seen it is possible for drivers to get caught up in that tornado and really get a few rough finishes out of this one. Again, looking at the night Conor Barry had, definitely not matching the pole position that he did get for race 1. I'm sure if next time we come and as long as he can fight Josh at the front of the field next time, he's going to have a much more successful night out of the racetrack.
Yeah, and it's wild seeing Behemoth up in P3 in points, knowing he missed a week. So if he was able to show up those 2 races, he would actually be a lot closer to Josh Edmondson right now.
Yeah, I mean, and not just that, but missed the racing at Daytona and turned up to Wild West with one of the Pro 2 lights that he's very quickly dropped to the wayside. So a win and 3 second places in the last 2 rounds on the strongest form of anyone here. And we'll see if he can continue that over at USA International. We'll see how that racing goes. But it looks like that might be it for tonight. If you are looking for some more dirt action, you don't even have to wait until next week for some dirt oval racing, because tomorrow night the BSR Amsoil Truck Series, that's the NASCAR style of truck, is heading over to Eldora for their first ever dirt race. That is going to be a very fun one to watch. You're not going to want to miss it. And then, of course, we are going to do dirt oval racing in the much larger Pro 2s next time out at USA. It's the halfway point of the season. Edmondson hold a big championship lead, but we've got some contenders who are really finding their footing here going into the back half. We'll see what anyone can do. But if there's anything you'd like to add to finish out the broadcast, James, now would be the time.
I don't think there's anything to add after all that. Everything was said on the racetrack, and there was a lot of loud words being said tonight. So it was definitely Everything short course racing has to offer in that one, all wrapped into one.
Yeah, I'd love to hear a radioactive edit for this one. And of course, I'm sure it'll get no less spicy next week. Yeah, 1 week's time, we've got USA. Don't miss it. From everyone here at JCTV, from James Watson, my lovely co-commentator, I've been Olivia Hayward, and this has been the Yo-Yo Crochet GP in Special Stage Pro Trucks. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.